CEO is sad and confused. He has been drinking all day from champagne to gin to wine. Despite the fact he has acquired wealth, he has still been targeted by the Mafia boss.
I'm building this in the free version of Davinci Resolve. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All the assets are linked down below. Dragging in Fusion composition. Make sure our player is on it. Right click and select Open in Fusion page. Drag in a background and connect it to our media out. Go to our inspector tab. Reduce the alpha completely. Then now we're going to drag in our major background, which is this, and connect it to your background like this. We're going to disconnect the media out. Click on the merge, add in an image plane 3D, image 3D, camera 3D, and render 3D. Then drag this camera 3D up like this. Then we'll connect it to our media out like this. Click on our camera 3D, go to inspector tab, go to transform. Under our Z-axis, change it to 1.65 like this. Once you change it to 1.65, you discover that you can now see your background. Now you're going to drag in an image plane 3D and connect it to our mesh 3D, just like this. After which we drag in a background and connect it to our image plane 3D. Go to inspector tab and change the background to red. Now bring in an ellipse and connect it to our background like this. Click on our image plane 3D, go to transform and increase the Z-axis a little. Now bring in an mesh 3D and hold shift and connect it to our pipe like this. We're going to bring in our mag image now. The first one, mag sad mag, and just connect it like. Click on our mesh and increase it. Use the Y-axis to drag it down as much as you want. This is okay. We want to animate it, so drag our player to the beginning. Click on our mesh 3D. Under translation, S-axis, drag it towards your left. Not drag like. Now click on our mesh 3D and select one, so that we can see it in our 3D space. Just drag it as completely. As you can see, we can stitch. So now set a keyframe as then take our player to frame 30 where we want it to come out and drag as it's towards the right like this. Complete. It's going to come out like this. Now we're done. We're going to add text. Now bring in an image plane 3D. Since we're done with this one, we can decide to group this one. You can call this one Maxa, Ctrl G and F2 to rename. We can name it as Maxa. Press OK. Now bring in an image plane 3D. Connect it to this our mesh 3D like this. So connecting it. Bring in a merge and connect it to our image plane 3D like this. Now bring in a text node. Connect it as a foreground to our mesh and work here. Now click on your text. Go to your inspector tab and type in SAD SAT. Go to layout and drag the S axis out like this. Then go back to text, get it up. Go to layout. Under the Y-axis, drag it up. Now go back to text, change the font to whatever you want. I'm going to be using Rockwell. Then go to shading, click on tool, click enable, then change it to gradient, then open the color, just increase, but click the first triangle like this and increase the red. Click on the second rectangle again, open the color palette like this and give it another variation of red just for ecstasy. And click 3, click enable to. Then go back to 2 and increase the thickness like this. We're going to duplicate this text now. Ctrl C, copy, Ctrl V, paste. Now click on your main text node, shift and space, add in another merge, then shift and space again, add in another merge again to connect this other two text. This one, connect this first one as, go to your inspector tab and change its side and change on to and go to layout, drag it down, drag the S axis down, go back to text, change it from bold to italic, then shading. For the shading, you can decide to reduce the red so that you have a variation of red. So I don't close down the inspector tab and bring in the last text. Sad and the last one is going to be confused. Go to inspector tab. After connecting it, so change it to confuse, reduce the size like this, change it to italic, or let's make it to bold italic. Go to layout and drag it down, so drag it towards the right like this. So let's give this one another variation again. You can decide to give this one border. Let's give it red border. Let's give it a red border. Too close to red. Okay, we're done. Let's animate the text. Click on this person. You can decide to rename all your text nodes. So let's rename this one. So in case me F2, just name this one to sad. F2, name this one to and then F2, name this one to confuse. Let's animate and click on this first text. Our last animation ended at frame 30. So we want this text to come out at after 1 second, so it's going to come out at frame 60. So at our frame 30 here, click on our first text, which is side, go to layout, drag it out. You use your first screen to monitor it if the 3D camera is still capturing the text. After dragging it out, set a keyframe. Then when we get to frame 60 like this, want it to come outside, you just drag it. You can decide to add glow to your text. So for this other one, we're going to drag it. This is our second text, and go to layout, drag it out like this. Set a keyframe. This one is going to come out. Set a keyframe. The one to come out at frame 90. When you get to frame 90, then we drag it in. Then click the last one, which is confused. Go to layout, drag it out of the frame, set a keyframe. Then we'll get to frame 120. We want it to come in like this. So when we're done, you click on spline, select all, highlight all of them, like this. Then use this arrow zoom to fit. Then select Ctrl A, X, then press C, then increase like ease in and out, which is okay. So I'm going to go to edit page and just play it so you can see what we have. Just play it like this from the beginning. After we're done animating this one, we just highlight all and just Ctrl G to group them. We can name this one F2 and call it text. Okay, let me expand this our text. Our last animation ended at frame 120, so close it again. We want everything to go off the screen by frame 120. So after frame 120, click on this image plane 3D for the text. Go to inspector, go to material, set a keyframe at the opacity. Then move your player a little and drag it down. Text is going to go down completely. So click on the image plane 3D of our initial image, go to material, set a keyframe, then move our player a little and drag it down. So we're going to make our next image come in at around frame 140. So this one is up, markup, bring it down in 3D, connect our markup to image plane 3D, like then our image plane 3D to our mesh 3D, like that, so you don't get confused. Click on our image plane 3D, go to inspector tab, transform, increase the Z axis, then go down until you see scale and just scale it down, like not be too small, not too big as well. So we want this image to come from the down and go up. So just click on our image plane 3D, we're going to drag it down on our Y axis, take it down completely. After taking it down, set a keyframe on our Y axis, then go towards the ending, maybe around close to frame 150 and drag it up. So I think this is good. Use your first screen to monitor it so that you can know if you're on the right track or not. Now you can just go to your spline and click on these 3 dots here and select show only selected tools. Click on it and Ctrl A, S, and just increase the ease in. So let's go back to our edit page. I'm going to right click and select render in place. So that the reason why I'm rendering it in place is so that I can have like a smooth playback before I proceed to our next animation. So in case you are on a low budget PC and it's just crashing, just render in place. It works way much better than when you just render cache. Now that we're done rendering in place, so I'm going to play it so you can see how smooth our animation is. Now let's proceed to the other one. So this time around, go to your media pool, drag in your background. After dragging in your background, you bring in G in some of the images. Make sure the length is not very long. Make sure it's small like this. Then bring in another one again, another image again, and just make sure it's very small. Bring in another one again. Another image I might bring it in. Let's bring champagne. Make sure it's not very big. Make sure they are close to each other like this. After which, highlight all of them, drag it up. Then hold Alt and drag it down like this. I'm expanding it so that you can see it very well. Make sure there is no space in between them. After doing it like this, highlight the down one and then go to your inspector tab and flip it up in the opposite direction like this. Then go to your position and drag it down like this. Make sure you're doing it for all of them simultaneously, like as much as possible. Now when we scroll through, just have something like this. Go to inspector tab and under composite, change it luminous 60. Now go to your effect tab and search for purple Wobble. It's purple Wobble like this, and drag it between the curves for each one of them. You can decide to drag it as much as you want. So just make sure it's not very big. So when we play it, we're going to have something like this. They have the same they have the same position. Okay, now that we're done like that, we're going to add shadow on top. Go to your media pool and select shadow. Make sure they have the same length, just like it to be too long. Go to inspector tab. On that position, the Y has dragged the shadow down. Like so, when you play it, we just have something like this. There's shadow in between them. Now we're done with this part. You can modify it as much as you want. You go back to your inspector tab and go to effect and drag in efficient composition. Place your player in efficient composition, right click and select open in efficient page. Just the way we did that first one. You bring in the background, connect it to your media apps, go to your inspector, click on your background, reduce the alpha, then bring in your major background, which is this one, and just drag it like this one, disconnect it, and click on your merge, add in an image plane 3D, image 3D camera 3D, and a render 3D. Drag your camera up, connect it to your media out like this. Go to your camera 3D, go to inspector tab, go to transform, and on your Z axis change it to 1.65. This. Now bring in an image plane 3D, and connect it to your image 3D like this. Now after connecting it, bring in an image, connect it to your image plane. Bring in money, this money, and connect it right now. Bring in mag, this last one, and connect it like this. Magnet, connect it like to. Click on your mesh, go to your inspector tab and drag it down, drag your mesh down. Click on your money and shift and space and add in a data key like this. Then pick your dropper and add it to your screen. So it's gone. Now after data key, click on your data key, add in space and add in a transform. Regular transform, not transform 3D. Transform, then add like this. Go to your size, click on your transform and then scale the size up. We want this man to come from the left, so we drag our playhead to the beginning in our inspector tab, drag it inside, click on your mesh 3D and press 1 so you can see through on the S as a keyframe like this. After which set a keyframe, then we'll move our player to frame 30 like this. Then we'll just increase our S axis so that the man can come in like this. And so decide to drag the man down, it will be visible like this. Now we're going to animate the money. We want the money to come at frame 60. So we click on this transform. When we click on transform, we drag. Now we want the money to come from up. We drag the entire money up. When it's out of the screen, we set a keyframe at frame 30. Then we want it to come out at frame 60. When we get to frame 60 like this, we just drag it down. That's when the money is going to come out. Then we'll take our playhead to frame 90. We want the money to shrink at frame 90. So we just set a keyframe a little before frame 90, set a keyframe, we'll get to frame 90 completely. We want the money to just like shrink out, just vanish on the screen. Now we're going to bring in our Mafia and connect it to this node like this. Our Mafia, click on our image for the Mafia, drag it on our inspector tab, drag it to the left. Just make sure it's completely out of the frame screen. Set a keyframe. When we get to frame 120, we want it to come out. So we're going to drag it in, to drag the Y axis down a little so that it'll be like almost of the same height. Now we're going to go to our spline, click on this, then just select show up, zoom to fit with this arrow here, then Control A, S, and then T, is in and out. Just increase it, is in and out. So you need to go back to edit page and play. You can select this one and select your fusion clip, go to playback and select render cache, select user, then come back and select your fusion clip and select render fusion clip, select on and wait for it to render so you can have a smooth playback to render in place. Just watch. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.